Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 10 of Superman and Lois. Last week's episode just kind of wrapped up with a huge bang, with the huge reveal of Morgan Edge's potential identity. We've got a couple of theories as to who he might be, but he is revealed that he himself is also a surviving Kryptonian. Based on his emblem on his chest, I don't think it's Zod. As many people suggested, might be somebody from the more recent New 52 comics, which I won't spoil if that is the case and it is revealed to be so. But it was a huge reveal. On top of that, Kyle has also fallen to the dark side, but unlike what you would have in, like, say, a zombie movie, once a person's infected and they realize it, they keep it secret from the whole group. They don't tell anybody. He immediately goes and tells Lana. So we might be able to get him help sooner than any of the other people who have already had their Kryptonian souls take root in their bodies. Hopefully there's still a chance to save some of the ones that have been taken over, especially ones like Emily, and see where the whole thing unfurls from here. I'm really excited to see where this whole thing goes. We have 5 episodes to go after this, so with this reveal, I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know how much longer this stuff's going to linger. Like, what's going to happen in these next 5 episodes? Anyway, I'm not going to waste too much time, guys. Remember, full-length, unedited reaction watch-alongs are available over on Patreon, or if you become a YouTube member here, both get you access to that. All the other DC shows that we're covering here, the Marvel shows over at Disney+, the Star Wars stuff, pretty much everything that we've been covering this year, I have full-length watch-alongs over there, and some movies if you want to check those out as well. Just supports the channel. I hope you guys check it out. But if you don't, let's go ahead and dive into this episode because I don't give a shit. I just want to watch this episode. All right, guys, here we go. This shot, man, this is so fucking gorgeous.
Brother? I know how unlikely it may seem. You are not my brother. I am Kal-El. Imduja som sharoth weged. My real name is Tal-Ro.
Tal-Ro.
I'm the son of Zeta-Ro and Lara Lovan. My mother married Jor-El, your father. Yes, I know. Years after, she'd been matched to my father. Years after I was born. It was when she first warned that Krypton was dying. Very reason my father sent me here.
Oh my God!
Margaret, hold on.
It's a boy!
Don't you move. I said don't move!
This world you protect deserves better than those
Oh!
who inhabit it.
That's not your decision to make.
Don't you see, Cal?
I love his suit.
This is our chance. To be with our own, to have a family again. And we'll have our mother with us once again. I know you long to see her just as I do. Help me do that, brother.
Now I can see why he makes a compelling argument.
Not like this.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Our people will awaken soon. I need you by my side, or you will be eradicated too.
Well, shit, man. I don't recognize that name, though. Personally.
Really can't do this right now.
Of course you can't, because you just can't accept the reality that your husband is not the guy that you married anymore.
Enough. And you
Well,
don't
just
know
in
what
a
you're
different
talking
way.
about. And
Fine. Teenager. What do you know?
Way more than you, but I can't blame her
No.
for feeling the way she feels right now. She doesn't know what's going on.
Kyle, I really need you to tell me what happened. Everything. Starting with when you first went to Edge.
Oh, no. No! 5 missed calls. Oh, god damn it.
She's still not answering.
Send Sam over there.
Send someone to her house.
Oh, there you go. There. That works.
Morgan Edge is your brother?
There's no way, right?
Clark, before you go down the rabbit hole here, don't you think you should find out if this is even actually true?
I'm not gonna leave after Edge just sent someone to kill you and Jonathan.
Go, we'll call you if we need you.
This family is so goddamn supportive. I love it.
How could you never tell me?
There wasn't the need.
The need? For me to know I've had a brother here my entire life? One who wants to restore Krypton using some technology created by my mother.
Restoring Krypton was never her intent. Lara's invention was a means of preservation, retaining and transferring their minds, just as my own mind is being retained here. It was Tal-Ro who sought to colonize other worlds and enslave their inhabitants as hosts.
I can't let this happen. I have
Oh,
to bring back everyone
okay.
implanted with Kryptonian consciousness. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
So it's kind of like the same technology as this, but like a different
She
application.
developed this technology. I'm sorry, my son. I cannot help you.
Guess they didn't share passwords.
Dude, I saw footage of what happened to Dad on John Henry's planet. He killed Mom. I mean her doppelganger or whatever. So what if that Edge
I've
from
missed
that
hearing
planet
that word.
is also that Superman's brother? What if he brought back their mom, and then he gave him a Kryptonian family, and that's why he turned on humanity?
Oh
That's what happened
no.
there. It's happening here too.
But he also didn't have his own family, at least that we know of,
I
so.
wouldn't change anything.
We found Kyle Cushing.
Where?
I don't like that look.
Just stop by to check in.
Yes.
On me.
I guess like he activates with her. Oh, Kryptonite. Oh, fuck off. Why isn't Sarah here right now to see this? She might have some questions after.
Dr. Dabney Donovan, he was the one who conducted all the health exams for everyone in the executive program.
Oh, wow. They've got Smallville on lock right now.
Put out the APB. Entire tri-state area. Local, state, FBI. I want the Cub Scouts after this guy. I figure it can't hurt to ask. Where do I find this man?
I will melt the flesh from your skull.
Not today.
And this is gonna sound nuts, but he's basically been body snatched.
Maybe you should go see for yourself.
Oh. At least a way to tell part of the truth without having to tell the whole truth. Like the part of it that'll come for her, but not the part that'll maybe risk their family.
They found Donovan. Guess I'll,
Go out the back?
out the back, yeah?
He's like, oh wait, I can't just take off. Fuck. Nobody wonders what these random sonic booms are, though.
We need to reverse what this machine's been doing to people.
Reverse it. I can't do that.
You'll do what I say.
I barely understand how this technology even works.
Uh-oh. He's gonna have to talk to his mom somehow.
All this for more.
Dude, Lois, it's like a goddamn Terminator right now.
Don't stop him. Everything okay?
I know you're used to all this, but it's a little surreal to see Superman in real life.
You of all people should be able to
So used
recognize him.
Watching him on TV.
So the only way this works is to place the consciousness of Lara Lovan into someone from Smallville.
They're gonna just slap her in somebody,
Doesn't feel
figure
right.
this out.
We don't have any other choice.
And we're running out of time. We need to find a volunteer fast.
Shit.
it. I'm from Smallville. Makes me the ideal candidate. You don't have to look for anyone.
She does have a point.
Dad!
Of course he would.
It was me who signed up my own friends to Edge's executive program.
Lana.
This is my town, and at every critical juncture, I failed it. My husband is one of them, who's gonna become some alien psychopath if I don't do something. I have to save Kyle, Lois. I have to fix this for them, for me, and for everybody here.
There's no guarantee this will even work.
Good thing I'm just a local loan officer who doesn't know any better.
You're not authorized to go in.
This is his daughter. How much authorization do you need?
The hell's going on here? I'm in the middle of a national emergency.
Okay, she deserves to see it for herself.
Why would you do that?
Can't you just act like a real person for once and not a soldier?
Let him in.
Think your little toys can stop us?
Dad!
Dad? Oh, Daddy doesn't exist anymore. He's a screaming corpse. Ashes on the pyre.
Hey, Sarah, let's just get out of here.
Hey. When I get out of here, I'm gonna kill you first.
Was never meant to be used as a way to supplant another race. Kryptonians are peaceful people.
It doesn't
At
always
least the
seem like
majority
that.
of us.
Okay.
Last night, that was my dad. Is that gonna be the last time I ever see my dad? Calling my dad drunk gonna be the last thing I ever say to him?
We're just gonna have to hold on to hope.
Leave and prepare for our arrival.
Now?
Ooh, he's just gonna jump the gun early.
Kal-El made his decision. He chose humanity over us.
Again, can I tell you how much I love his fucking outfit?
How do we stop this?
Prevent the transfer from completing so only the old consciousness remains. We just need to get the people who were affected to go through the eradication process again.
Bring them here? All of them?
Yes.
But we don't know how many people have gone through
Gotta
this.
catch them all, gotta catch them all.
Do it all at once.
Gotta catch them all, gotta catch
That
them all.
would require too much
Kryptonian.
energy.
How much?
We would need something that rivals this planet's sun.
It's Edge.
Appeal to him the same way he did to you. As a brother.
I don't know if he can talk no jutsu himself out of this one, though. I love these wide shots, man.
Did they take you in when you first arrived? Because they did no such thing for me. Trapped. Caught. And kept hidden from the world for years. A piece of alien meat.
Yeah, he's been kept from the sunlight for so long. He just needs a little juice. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. John Henry? Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Is it ready?
It is. Except for that energy source part. We don't have anything strong enough here.
He's gonna solar flare.
What?
I'll release all my energy.
Oh, he's gonna solar flare.
It'll be enough.
And you'll be out of commission for days. I can't let you do this.
You don't have a choice.
This is so risky, but I don't see what other option they have. This is one of those situations where I'm like, you could use some help. You could call some of your friends or something, man. Ooh. Oh. Yes. Oh, she's fine. Oh.
No sign of Morgan Edge.
Search the globe until you find him.
Full on retreat, I guess. Oh. Edge followed him. Edge followed him. He had to have followed him. His own fortress, maybe? all is not lost. So he's got a backup plan, but what the hell is it? Wow. Well, that was a pretty damn good episode. I mean, I'm just saying that every fucking week at this point, man. I loved how it all kind of came together. I do feel like well, I guess the way they set up the machine, it's not really that much of a stretch. Just like the resolution of his whole army threat. That obviously that's not the end of it. I'm wondering what his backup plan is going to be. Watch him just unleash Doomsday or Brainiac or something ridiculous out of his own little like cave thing here. I'm guaranteed that's where we're going. We saw Superman going back to his fortress. We're going to see Edge retreat into his fortress. So was Leslie not with that group that attacked? I guess she wasn't there, so she didn't get hit with that wave. But they did say something about the host would have to want to return or dominate the Kryptonian host. So I'm wondering if she would have even done that or not. I'm curious about that one. Maybe she's also just been one too long. I loved seeing everybody wake up when Edge called him, and just that fleet of Kryptonians chasing after Clark, and just that one where you see them looming the distance, like it was like a whole fleet of like fighter jets coming down out of the horizon of the sunset. That was fucking beautiful. And then the whole thing with them flying up and him redirecting all their heat visions into the thing to get, and then solar flaring of all things to ignite it. Oh, this whole thing, I thought it all came together really well. Lana stepping up to the plate, again, showing how important the Cushings have been to the overall story this entire time, their connection, their relationship. I kind of thought there would be a moment where Sarah might be able to call out to Kyle to get him to come out of that possession, but that might have been a little too tropey. But I liked all that. I love Jonathan, man. Jonathan, while I do think he's giving Sam a little bit of too much of a hard time, given what he's done and how much Sam has and what he has done has kind of helped them survive this situation at this point. I think John is a little harsh, while I do think a lot of what he says about him not thinking about things as a human or as a person with feelings, like not being aware of the feelings of others and stuff like that is true. But I do think what Sam has been doing is very important, because none of this would be happening right now. But I do like that he was able to appeal with him. We've seen a little bit of an arc with Sam over the last couple of episodes, and him allowing the kids to see Kyle while he was in containment was a nice little moment there. All of it. I liked every bit of this. I think everybody has kind of come together in a full circle, like beautiful way to kind of stand up to Morgan Edge. I'm really curious to see what Kyle's response is going to be, what Kyle's going to be like after all of this came about. Is Morgan Edge still going to be like the public facing bit of this company of his, or is he just going to go like publicly into hiding? What's going to happen there? I liked his backstory too. It was kind of the complete opposite of Clark's. Very similar to the Flashpoint Clark, except obviously he was tortured to the point of, being afraid, captured, experimented on, locked away, kept away from the sun. And that moment where he got just a little bit of sunlight. I'm sorry, your little underground structure just had to have a window, didn't it? Bam! And then he's finally out. And then he starts working towards his plan of rebuilding Krypton. Having Lana become the host for Clark's mother was a really nice touch too. I like having this like dual connection between father and mother over Clark, giving them both kind of like this push and pull, this importance and relevance in this whole thing, showing just how capable both Jor-El and Lara were. I think I don't know if this is like something from this storyline, like she had another son before Cal is part of the comics. I don't recall The name kind of sounds familiar, but honestly, nothing about that's ringing much of a bell. I know a lot of people, the majority of people, and they even convinced me up to a point, was that this was going to be hell. Like H colon, god damn it, H comma EL, which is like an adopted Kryptonian brother, an adopted brother by Jor-El that he didn't really know about. Like he was instilled with this idea, this like mission of restoring Krypton as well, and kind of did something similar to this. Maybe they took that story and just kind of reworked it into what this is. I don't know, because it's more of a newer introduction to the story, addition to the stories, because it was added in the New 52. So I don't know if they took hell. How do you even say that? Is it just supposed to be hell or hell? But I don't know if they reworked that into this or if this character actually exists in the comics, because I'm just not that deep, I guess, in Superman lore. But it was a lot of fun. I liked how it all came together. I thought the action was great. I love what the kids are doing in this. While Sarah, of course, we as the audience know what's going on, so we are I'm sure there's a lot of people who are just like, oh, yeah, Sarah's just being a little whiny bitch or whatever. But that was a realistic response, especially considering nobody was telling her the truth. And I, again, love Jonathan for it, because he's like, all right, fuck this. Here's what's going on. Your dad's possessed by an alien. This is why we've all been. Now, like, I feel like maybe would it be too far if Jordan confessed that he also has powers? That might reveal too much. But I think given the level of trust we've got with Lana, with their family right now, maybe not Kyle yet, but especially with Lana, I think at this point, I thought it would be nice to have her learn about Clark. Having dated Clark, if they didn't, like, do the dirty. Did Clark keep his glasses on the entire time? I mean, you got to recognize him at some point. I'm just saying, the whole glasses curl shouldn't always apply, especially when you've been that close to somebody. I don't know. I don't know. Especially when you're seeing Superman up close like that. I'm just like, come on, put it together. I think at that point, I thought it would be nice to have, and reassuring, given what she was willing to risk in this moment, would have been nice. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I love this episode. It was a blast. It was so much fun. It just makes me really curious what the contingency for Morgan Edge is going to be from this point onward. We still, like I said, have 5 more episodes, so we know episode 12 is going to be a fun one, or at least a fun one for us Arrowverse fans. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go, or how largely it's even going to fit in. It might just be as small of a bit as it was in this last episode of Batwoman. Might not be a huge thing, but I hope it is. I know that after next week's episode, we're going on break for a few weeks, and then it'll come back at the end of July. So maybe I'm hoping that's because it's going to be something special like that to line up with some of the other shows. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this whole thing unfurls, or just what this is all going to build up to. And I'm also curious what John Henry Irons is going to think, knowing that they managed to stop him from building this army, unless Edge has like a backup army stored away somewhere, or whatever, again, his contingency plan is. I was hoping that in the takedown of Edge, John Henry Irons would be involved. Obviously, he's not out of the question yet. Morgan Edge is still out there, but that threat, that fear of his, of the Clark joining this Kryptonian army, that's gone and past, unless something else comes out of the woodwork that kind of lines back up with that. But I think they touched on it really well with this, because like the one thing too, of course Clark would want to be with his family, that there's a sense of loneliness, but he, unlike the Clark on the other Earth, he has a family here. Lois, his kids, he's moved on, he's got a family. The one over there, like, he doesn't have that. At least as far as we know, we don't know for a fact that he didn't like hook up with another person. We don't really know anything about his Clark's life, or even if he was even raised by the Kents. We don't really know anything about that. We don't know if he had somebody. Maybe he did. Maybe he had a shitty girlfriend. He's like, all right, fuck this bitch. I'm just going to nuke this place and join my real family. Who knows? the thing is, they really were playing into that. Well, that Superman really had no anchor to Earth. And yeah, he was still helping people. He was living his parents' mission, like his Kryptonian parents' mission, for as long as he could. And then finally saw this opportunity to not be alone in this world. Because we have to assume that up until that point, he had just been doing this out of the goodness of his heart. And finally, this was presented to him, and there was nothing really attaching him to Earth. So he sided with them. Here, he's got so much. He had a whole different life than that Clark, and it endeared him to it. It pulled him in, it sucked him in, and it gave him something to defend and something to hang on to. Again, Krypton had its chance. And I thought it all came together really well. I'm curious again where this is going to go, but that's for us to find out next week and then in the subsequent episodes. Guys, what did you think of this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, the full-length unedited reaction watch-alongs are available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel itself, get you access to that as well. Huge shout out to our channel legends, Mandy Shara, Ryan Karen, and Jason Coleman. Thank you guys so much for your support. Guys, if you want to talk about this, speculate, whatever, we've got a Discord channel open with multiple channels for all the different shows we're covering here. So if you want to talk about whatever it is, come hang out and chat. And links to that, all my socials down in the description of this video. And I will catch you guys in the next episode of Superman and Lois. Take care, everybody.